Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're all having a great day. Sorry, something just fell on my desk. So not a lot of news once again, which is kind of great because when we have too many things going on, things just aren't really comfortable for everybody, especially for everybody's wallet. The thing that's constantly going on now is the thing with Coinbase, and I'm not going to really get into that because that is not my thing to talk about that. And we've had a lot of news about the hacks that have happened with Ethereum, and I mean, it is what it is. Like I always say, guys, make sure to do your own research because there are a lot of people who are going to start hacking all these things. You can't have a coin go from $8 to almost 300 in the course of 6 months and expect people to not to, try and steal your money. So apparently, I believe $30 million were stolen from the latest hack. And apparently, this guy has now withdrawn around $90,000 of that money, but they're trying to currently blacklist his Bitcoin wallet addresses because apparently he split the money that he's taken into, I think, 10,000 Ethereum portions, which is, I mean, I guess he tried to be smart in some way, but he was smart enough to hack it. But, so they're trying to stop everything that they can from him to take this money out. But eventually it probably will go south unless they are able to track him, which, no one knows if this really happens. In other slightly more ridiculous news, I don't know if you guys have heard about this as well. There is a huge thing going on in Japan where 13 exchanges will actually suspend all Bitcoin transactions on August 1st. And I think even like a couple hours before because of fears of the blockchain split, which at this point may or may not, probably will not happen. I mean, I don't know the future, but as of all the news that we've been getting, it seems like we are pretty much in the clear for how far that we've come. At the current moment, the market cap is for all the coins is actually 91 billion, which is absolutely spectacular because the goal for everyone, like I always say, there are always mental barriers when it comes to money, and the one that we are trying to reach at the moment is 100 billion. This is where we were before, and this is what we need to pass again. Bitcoin is at is floating between 2,600 and 2,700. We hit 2,900, which was actually like freaking great because the number, once again, that we have to get past is 3,000. This is the number that people need to, this is the last barrier. And I thought that we were actually going to pass it once we started getting all the good news. But we hit 29 something and then kind of fell back down. Last I checked, I think it was even down 1%, but another website also said it was up 10%. So the numbers are kind of all over the place, but there's also different exchanges that are also giving different prices. But people were saying that during the weekend we might see prices going down significantly. I don't know where people get this weekend fear from. It's not like we aren't like the normal stock market. Things don't close for us on Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, we are also still allowed to trade on all these exchanges. So I'm not people were saying, this is when things slow down on the weekend. And it's like, why are things slowing down? Like, we're not the Dow Jones. We're not, we're not these other things. We aren't, we don't have a 9 to 5 when it comes to actually trading in cryptocurrency. So I think once people, for some reason, I think a lot of people don't even know about BIP being activated. So maybe that might be a really big thing. Continuing on with that, BIP 91 has officially been locked in, which is great because this is what we've all been waiting for. I think it's been locked in for more than 2 days now, so it's official. So at this point, miners just pretty much have to signal for the upgrade for the next 269 blocks. Which isn't that difficult. And this means that if this happens, we will officially avoid a blockchain split, something that we all don't want. This is exactly why the exchanges are kind of freaking out at the moment. I think there was also like panic at Coinbase, but I think they kind of know a bit more than the other ones. But this is why the other 13 exchanges are kind of doing what they're doing. So after locking in BIP for the next 336 blocks, BIP will then activate on block 477,120, which means that at that point, SegWit will then activate after a difficulty adjustment of 2016 blocks on the blockchain, which then happens 2 weeks from now. So we're in the clear, but we're not really in the clear. There are a lot of people who still do not trust the miners, which is something I mean, they've done this before, so who's to say that they won't do it again? But I think at this point, it's in their best interest to not do anything. Because if the problem is that a lot of people believe that they are signaling at the current moment for BIP 91 to be activated, and the problem is that you can signal for something, but you don't have to implement the code onto your software. And if they don't do this, then August 1st, that's when the user activated soft fork will happen. But like I said before, it's not in the best interest of the miners to do this because then they also lose their money, and that is not what they want to happen because they control the entire network. And if the UASF activates, they pretty much lose a lot of their power. So it comes down to, you know, they're signaling for it. Will they continue running the software? But we're pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point that everything will be pretty okay, which is kind of nice. Yeah, so like I said, there's not a lot of news, which is great because we've had some pretty dramatic days. At the moment, I guess we all crossed our fingers for BIP 91. It got activated. SegWit is well on its way. And yeah, nothing really crazy except for the hacks and stuff like that. So depending on how fearful people are this weekend, Bitcoin could either drop down to 2,000 or it could hit 5,000 like a couple people are saying. It's not going to hit 50,000 people like I've been reading people saying online. But it's definitely a possibility. But at the moment, I think the goal is definitely the 3,000 mark. And once that happens, I think we're definitely going to start seeing prices that we saw in April and May where things just kind of went absolutely insane. But even once this thing is officially locked in, once the next 2016 blocks have been mined and everything is set, I think we are going to see happy days ahead. All right, guys, that is going to do it. I hope you guys all have a great weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying wherever you are. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the money in your wallets, and make sure to have them password protected so they do not get hacked and then someone else gets $30 million of your money. Right. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. And yeah, talk to you all soon. See you.